Robinson with the piano outlet in Coral Springs, Florida. Today I'm making a video for Rob and Sheri, and it features their C7. This 2001, 2002 C7, I'm not sure exactly what year, but it's early 2000s, is in mint condition, out of a private home. And Rob and Sheri had asked me to install a low-profile piano system, as well as silent system with mute rail, so you can practice the piano in silence. I make this video specifically because I get asked a lot when I send these pianos out, where's the owner's manual? Well, there really isn't an owner's manual because I set these pianos up a little different than they arrive, than the kit. When the piano just sends the kit here, it doesn't have this volume control box, and this kind of changes how you would operate the piano. And this is made by Richie over at Steinway Piano Gallery, Richie Hayes, and he's an engineer, and he makes these little boxes for me, which I really like, because this enables you to attenuate the difference between the piano music versus the audio. And if you see, the box is located right here. So I have this box in my hand so that I can show you the nifty little thing that this box does. And it's a dual source box, which means that it has the opportunity to have two sources of music software to send to the piano. When it comes to you, it's set up on source 1. Back here you'll see it's labeled S1, which is this plug here. That's what's plugged into the box on the piano right now. And that plug goes directly to the Airport Express. And so when you use your iPad, then source 1 is what these knobs will control. The other source is source 2, and that's if you wanted to maybe plug a laptop into it. Let's say you wanted to play YouTube video off of a piano tube, which Piano Disc offers. Well, since your laptop will already be on network in your house, then you can't select the network that's in the piano, so you'd have to run an audio cord from the headphone jack to this here, and then you'd be able to use your computer or your laptop to play the piano off of the internet. And then this plug here goes to the speaker, and this one here goes to the IQ. Basically what happens is that the signal comes from the IQ, goes into here, and gets split. This signal goes to the piano, this signal goes to the speaker. These two buttons control the volume output of each. Then these two white buttons here are limiters, and that sets the maximum volume that the piano could play and the maximum volume the speaker can play, because you don't want to overdrive the speaker or have the piano playing really too loudly when it's not necessary. So because of this box here, it's really got to be explained with this video so that you actually know how to control the piano. When you use these knobs, audio is pretty simple. You turn it, you're going to get an immediate reaction of the volume of the background music. With P, which is for piano, you always want to start at the lowest volume, turn it just a little bit, wait for a reaction. Turn it a little bit, wait for a reaction. You really want the piano playing at a very low volume, because in your home, you don't want the piano playing too loud. It'll distract you from your, talking on the phone and other stuff that you might be doing in your home. That's really how you work the volume control buttons. Next, what I want to do is talk about how you set the piano and how do you get the piano going once it comes to your house. Once the piano is set up by the movers, the first thing that you want to do is plug it in. There is a power cord on the flat side of the piano over here. It comes from a power strip. The camera will come around. You'll see it. The power strip is right here. And this is the switch. So you want to find the wire, plug it in, turn the switch on. And how you can tell the switch is on, if there's not a light here, is that this is the CPU. And you'll see the CPU has some lights on it. This is a test button, so you can test all the notes, make sure they're working. Remember that when you press the test button, 5 notes in the bass won't play, 5 notes in the treble, because there are no solenoids above this leg. I do not want to cut the leg in order to allow for more solenoids, because they're really hardly ever used when the piano is being played. So I'd rather leave the integrity of the leg and just cut off solenoids on either end. So anyway, this is your CPU, this is your Airport Express, this is the IQ, or the brain of the piano. The solenoids are in here. Notice how flat this is, because the older systems hung down this far. That's the beauty part of the low-profile system. And then naturally here is your speaker, and this here is your power supply. And this is your pedal solenoid. This might have to be adjusted every now and then, because as it's playing, this nut here will create a divot in this felt, and it might require for you to loosen this and bring this down a little bit so it brings back the adjustment that I set over here before I sent the piano out. This piano has sensors for the pedal here, and for the sustain pedal here, and it has a sensor for the soft pedal here for when you want to use the silent system or you want to record. Now let's talk about how to set the iPad up. When you get the piano in and you get the music in your iPad, that's another thing. A lot of people might get a flash drive instead of sending their iPad to me. I wouldn't be able to tell you how to get the flash drive music into the iPad right now, but let's just assume that you have your iPad and all the music's in there. The code to get into this iPad was that. And then right away, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go into settings. Okay? Then you're going to select Wi-Fi, because you want to have the piano hooked up to the iPad directly, not to your Wi-Fi in your house. So what happens is that as soon as you hit Wi-Fi, it's going to go through a menu here and show you which Wi-Fi network to join, and usually I name it Yamaha Grand Piano, and that's what you'll have. Okay? So here we go, Yamaha Grand Piano. Takes a little time sometimes for it to get in there. Okay, now it's in there. Okay, you see Yamaha Grand Piano. Okay, next you're going to press the home button. This is the home button down here. The next step is that you want to tell the iPad to send the signal over the secure network to the piano instead of out the speaker. So you want to swipe this up, because that's your utility bar, and you want to select AirPlay, and you want to select the model of your piano. Usually this is the Yamaha C7, so we're going to press Yamaha C7. Okay, there we go. And then a lot of people ask me, well, what app do you have to download to use the piano disc? Well, it's already here in the iPad when you get it. It's called Music. Very, very simple. And then you can scroll through, and I usually have everything listed by the albums, and then I'll pick, and like Ray Charles is a nice album. A lot of stuff that you can pick from there. And let's just pick, the volume control should be up around here, and let's just pick Sweet Potato Pie. Let's get the piano playing. Okay, now naturally, we were just playing with the knobs, so it was turned up, but the first thing that I do is turn both knobs down to the lowest. So what you'll do is you turn this up a little bit, get your background music, and then the piano, a little at a time. See the balance that I have? I have the piano real low and then the music, because the piano is the accompaniment to the background music, so you don't want the piano real loud. Okay, that's that. And then you also have, in the selection of music that we have here, you have piano only music. So if you press album and you go into, let's say, something like, trying to find maybe some classical music here. Let's try out a series. A little pop here. This will be piano music only. exactly. They should be lifting up a little bit less than they're lifting up now, and that's in order to eliminate the chance of any extraneous noise coming from the piano. What happens is that as that piston is pushing down on the felt, after so many hours that you play, have the piano playing, the setting that I adjust over here will be changed, and then the dampers won't lift. So you have, as the owner of the piano, the more familiar you are with the way the piano should operate, the more that you're going to enjoy it. Because at some point, if that felt is compressed enough, then you won't get the dampers going up the height that they really should to achieve sustain. So you want to just make a little adjustment maybe yourself to that big nut on the piston of the pedal solenoid, just to bring it down maybe a turn or two. So we'll just play this again. We also put some videos in your iPad. If you go into videos, you'll see a bunch of videos in here, and I have something, we could just do a little bit of Billy Joel here. And if you want to watch the videos, very simple, there they are. It's pretty cool to have it like this. Do that because it's really nice to listen to it, and you know, I could sit here and listen to this all day, but this is really a demo video, and I just want to get to the next aspect of this piano that's really cool, and that is the silent system and record system. Over here on the left side of the piano under here, we have this is a lever to engage the silent system, and what this does is that this engages a long rod inside the piano that stops the hammers from striking the strings. So when I turn this way, when I play the piano, you don't hear anything. It's important to know that when you engage that, this is merely used for practicing, memorization, working on fingerings. It's really not supposed to be pounded on and banged on because, in all honesty, the hammers of any of these pianos are never really designed to be stopped from hitting the strings right where the hammer shank hits the hammer. They're just not designed that way. Even, I don't care what anybody says, you just don't want to be banging on it. It doesn't make any sense to do so. When you move the lever out this way, then you have piano. There you go. Now, if I wanted to engage the silent system, I would move the lever in, I'd put headphones in, I'd select the sound of piano from here, and there's several ways to do that. One is with the owner's manual, it'll show you how to do it. The other, there's an app that you could download into your iPad, and you can scroll through all the sounds that are in here, and naturally, if you want to practice piano, you'll listen to piano. But you could also play other sounds that are also in here, string sounds, any type of instrument sounds. I think there's like 200 of them. The other thing that's pretty cool is that this does record, and for instance, if I wanted to record myself playing something, it's pretty simple. Okay, so let's say I want to record. I'm going to press record, and I'm going to play something. There you go. To stop recording, you press the record button again, and now we'll press play. That's how simple it is to record yourself and play back. Normally, if you're going to be doing a lot of that recording and playing back, you really want to use some computer software. You'll come out of this user box with a MIDI cord. You go into your laptop, into some studio software, and that'll enable you to record stuff and then edit it right there on the screen in case you make any mistakes. But just for the sake of doing something quick, that's a pretty nifty way to be able to record the piano. In the meantime, I'm going to put this back on some Billy Joel, and the camera can go around and show you what the piano looks like, and that pretty much wraps up my demonstration.
And I'm weary in my bones. Every dream of night.